Unscripted.
You know, Microsoft had their day earlier in the week, and Nintendo had their day earlier in the week. We're talking about like the good news and stuff like that. I think that that's obviously something that goes with the territory. Each of these companies usually reports around the same time, and I think that that's cool. I think that that's really great. I think that it's something that, Xbox fans and Nintendo fans can celebrate. Personally, I think that what was accomplished has been fantastic. We are in the middle of a pandemic, so there is that. I mean, I think obviously people have to sort of realize that anytime you have like a stay-at-home allocation and things like that, I really do think that it's just something that helps add to this. Unfortunately, there is something to that. You know what I mean? If you think about it, like, can you imagine if this happened before video games or internet or things like that? I think it'd have been much harder to kind of have anything come about. With that being said, I just do find it to be very uplifting and really helps out the whole case for there continuing to be a need for game consoles and stuff like that. Because again, I have to be very honest with you guys. I've heard for the past almost 2-3 generations that this for certain will be the last console generation, because we're going to be gaming from the cloud, or we're going to be gaming from this. And even when you hear some of these executives talk about this stuff, I do think that it's interesting, because they're like, well, we're not even sure there's going to be another console generation. We might be all gaming from the cloud. Like, you could just kind of tell that they're just kind of BSing or whatever. I think obviously with the success of the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Switch, and we don't know yet the success of the Xbox Series X or S, but it does look like Microsoft doesn't want to lose that goodwill towards gamers, and so we'll continue to make consoles. Like, we know PlayStation is probably well over 5 million, given the fact that they sold 4.5 million last year alone in the first 6 weeks. So, again, the Xbox is probably at 1.5-2 million, and I don't think that's terrible or anything. It's just that they don't put the emphasis on their console the way that Sony does. And I think overall gaming is going good. I mean, there could always be more games to play, and there could always be more of this or more of that, but I do find it to be pretty nice that we're seeing the type of games that we're seeing at all right now. I think that it's pretty cool, and I think that it's also pretty cool that Sony's been able to accomplish what they've been able to accomplish during a pandemic. So bravo to them. And this is even more good news. If you are a PlayStation fan, they finally paid attention to something, a much requested thing, and this is exactly what I think fans wanted to hear, so I wanted to get into this. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. If you're looking for a way to help out a small little pissant channel like mine, the best way to do it, a simple like. It goes a long way. It means a lot to me personally. And also I would like to just point out, YouTube doesn't send out a lot of my notifications anymore, so if you want to hit the bell and then get notified of everything, that would be great as well. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everyone in between. You're amazing people as well. So now there was a new PS5 system update being released that resolves some issues with game versions being installed and improved system performance. This is really cool stuff. Sony has rolled out a PS5 system update, and here's what it does. Like Sony's previous PS5 and PlayStation 4 as well system update, the new firmware update improves the system performance, but exact details are, as usual, absent. In addition to improving system performance, however, the release notes for this new system update do mention that it resolves an issue where the PS4 game version was installed from disk even after upgrading the game to the PlayStation 5 version. As such, players should no longer be forced to remove the wrongly installed PS4 version in order to install the correct upgraded PS5 version of games. Back in November last year, Kai Powell also mentioned a similar issue in his PlayStation 5 hardware review. However, this issue occurred when trying to install digital versions of PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 titles. Sony later fixed this issue through a system update. With how the store menu is set up on the PlayStation 5, trying to navigate to the proper version of the game can sometimes be trial and error. when I first downloaded Bugsnax on PlayStation 5, I unknowingly downloaded the PlayStation 4 client and only noticed when I didn't have access to DualSense features. Thankfully, this is a rather small game to redo and reload, but for those on limited data caps, you might want to double check just which version of the game you're about to install. Now, for the sake of completeness, they've also included notes, which I will link and you guys can check out. I will put it down in there in the source, down in the description, and you guys can check that out as well. The official PS5 system software update will likely soon be updated with the new release notes as well. The following issue was resolved. PS4 version of the game was sometimes installed from the PS4 game disc, even after upgrading the disc version of the PS4 to the PS5 version. The system software update improves system performance. Also, the PS5 obviously available worldwide. So again, this is really good stuff that they've been able to kind of go out there and get a hold of. I feel like, you know, they've been on a little bit of a hit after hit after hit. I know I don't like to kind of make fun of that much anymore, but yeah, they've been on a bit of a roll with the way they've been handling things with the PlayStation 5, and I think that that's super smart, the way that they've been able to sort of handle everything and kind of get everything out there and get everything kind of taken care of in such a manner, because, you know, here we are in February already, and believe it or not, you know, these consoles have already been out for man, let me think, a good long amount of time, man, many months. And so to finally be getting around to that, it just really shows that they're working as hard as possible to you know, just as quick as possible. And I think that that's a testament that they really care about the fans. They're also getting updates out there. If you guys didn't know this, I kind of wanted to get this out there and let everybody know that this is happening. So, you know what I mean? I really hope that this is something that maybe if you're new to PlayStation will be beneficial to you. But starting today, God of War 2018 just got a PlayStation 5 update, which adds 4K 60 frames per second mode. Sony's been kind of slow to deliver PlayStation 5 updates for various first-party titles, and even recent hits not getting any sort of special boost on the new system. Now, thankfully, Sony has revealed 2018's God of War will finally be receiving a PlayStation 5 visual mode starting tomorrow. The new option will allow for 4K checkerboarded visuals, 60 frames per second simultaneous. Previously had to choose between resolution and performance. You can get more details and stuff like that. I will link this one as well. On the PlayStation 4 version, Pro version of God of War, you have a choice between two graphics mode, one that favors performance and one that favors resolution. Now, coming today, they released a free patch that and it's also a very small patch, by the way, that replaces the current video graphics mode option with a new default setting that will offer the best of both performance and resolution to PlayStation 5. Syncs to 60 frames per second, 4K checkerboard resolution, 2160p. If for some reason you want to go back to the PS4 Pro experience, you'll still be able to revert to a 4K 30 as well. And if you have it, you know what? I definitely suggest playing it. It's also one of the free titles on the PlayStation Collection. So if you have PlayStation Plus, you can download it and give it to play it. I can tell you what, that game's a 10 out of 10 all day and twice on Sunday, my friend. The best game I've ever played, and definitely worthwhile if you haven't loaded it up. Again, I probably will never go through that game again, and it's a weird reason why I won't. It's just because that was such a perfect experience for me, right? Such a perfect experience that I really kind of feel like I don't want to sully that. I don't want to kind of ruin that experience and how it is in my head, that 10 out of 10. And so for me personally, I will probably not want to go through it again, but it is definitely a game that I highly recommend and think that everybody should be able to play through that and just be able to enjoy that as much as possible, because I just think that it's that good of a game. And, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like that's super important, you know what I mean? These games, these games that are like modern classics, and they did a really fantastic job with that. So love to see that. And if you haven't played it yet, do yourself a favor, you know, play it and sort of, you know, and sort of let me know what you think. You know, I'm always really interested to hear what everybody thinks about these types of things. You know what I mean? Just honestly, it would be great to hear that. So let me know what you guys think. You know, this is really great news. Gaming's going well. Sony just broke all kinds of records. This is fantastic news. This is great news if you're a console owner, if you're a console supporter. Also, you know, Sony's out there kind of doing their thing. So let me know what you guys think. Sound off in the comment section below. Hit me up on Twitter at @the_Crapgamer, PSN just Crapgamer, Xbox Live MOH space Crapgamer. Always appreciate the feedback and all that kind of good stuff. We'll catch you Friday on Crossfire and Sundays on M&C Mornings. Been a fantastic week so far. Looking forward to hearing and interacting with you guys even more. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. As always, game on, game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.